amazing, beautiful people. How you doing? Welcome back to another ReZero reaction video. You guys alright? By the way, I'll be uploading my content reaction video for the last week's episode on G.O.T Extra tonight. So it's probably out, I don't know, now or in like an hour or so or something. But it'll be on the other channel. Anyway, we're in the library. So of course, this episode is going to be reading books. I hope you guys are ready. You ready to read some books? Oh man, that's going to be some crazy anime content. Read this book, read this book, read this book. I'm excited. Press the freaking like button. Press the freaking subscribe button. Let's see if Subaru can make it for another episode without getting decapitated. And let's jump into my first time ever reaction to ReZero Season 4, Episode 5. God, this place is insane. Eh? Anyone, there's a theory that Subaru is the master, so I find it kind of funny that he keeps like insulting the guy, which it could end up being him. Like, so he's like, man, you're a master, real jerk. And it's like, eh. There you go. So funny.
Shaula 女子の説明では知識の宝庫といった話でしたが
This is gonna take you a lifetime. Like, what are we hoping for? Like, oh, let's look in the REM section. Oh, there it is, the REM section. All right, how to put REM to sleep, how to wake REM up, how to wake REM up. Perfect, the book is here. Yeah, I was thinking that as well. Like, why are they there? Surely they would still be in the other room. Emilia's head just explodes. Ah, what the boom! Sounds like Game of Thrones books. They're not in any kind of order as well. So we got a bunch of random books with random titles in no order. So the whole rest of ReZero is just going to be in this bloody room then. These guys are boned. There's a lot of books though. You guys are only in the first section on the first floor. What just happened? Don't you dare tell me we're gonna have some Goosebumps style episode where Subaru opens the books and gets sucked into every book he opens. But oh my god, please tell me that's exactly what's gonna happen actually. Why did he pick that one up to begin with? One so young that I'd hesitate to call her a woman, but a woman. Okay, so a gal. And feed. Oh. The name we know. Okay. Maybe you can teach it to her when she's like, you know, somewhere near the back though. So she doesn't get blood all over her.
多くの要素に左右され
Imagine he turns around and goes like,
そして
it's like the Egyptian scales. When you die. And your heart's put on those scales, that classic mythology thing, right?
ごめん、父。落として割っちゃって。自分の罪を打ち明け、謝ったことは正しいぞ。
Okay. Why was she so scared? I guess if you saw your dad day in and day out chop off people's heads, you might be a little bit scared of him too. But it implied that like he'd like punishes her a certain way.
その時、女は理解した。犯した罪を計る天秤は他でもない。罪人自身の心の内にあるのだと。お前は悪いことしたか？悪人なのか？
Are all of those people bad? What are the rules here? What makes you bad? If I go like, if someone sneezes, I don't say bless you. Am I bad? I surely like, what the fuck? Like they can't all be. How bad? What's the rules, man? Well, I bet her dad's dying. Why the fuck is she happy with this? This is what the what?
女は理解した。満足した。天秤をようやく手に入れた。傲慢の魔女は罪を問い、罰を与え、罪人を裁き続けた。
The Witch of Pride, huh?
すごく辛そうだったけど、なんとか持ってかれずに済んだか。俺、ここにいるよな。UFO。スバルは知ってる名前なのかしら。ああ。バカ。バカとは失礼なのよ。
Baka. Are you nuts? Baka! Like straight like, hey, why are you being so rude? What the hell's wrong with you? It's no different from the other books. So, maybe because Subaru is the one who passed the trial, he's the only one who can actually read the books. That does seem to be the case because, well, I mean, it's the fucking case. We're literally looking at it right now. So that would explain why no one else can read them. But he got sucked into it. So he didn't just read it, he like got sucked into it. And obviously he met all the witches a while ago, so he knows all of their names. She is fucking terrible. If I know. Like, that's her power? Are you bad? Boom. Are you bad? Boom. Like, are they actually bad? Or if she just asks you the question. She seemed quite happy doing it. Also, don't call Betty anything rude, alright? That's Best Girl Betty. Best Girl Betty, Mrs. Best Girl Betty to you. So what happened to Subaru?
スバルには違って見えた。そういうことと見たのよ。そうだ。けどなんでこの本だけ？スバルはそのティフォンって人とどこで？説明がむずい。いや、エミリアタンが知らないってことはあってないんだろうけど、墓所にいたんだよ。墓所に？過去にいた魔女の一人だ。傲慢な魔女で、見た目はベア子ぐらいの褐色ロリ。ただ、無邪気の残酷って言葉が具現化したみたいな子だった。
Yeah, she was great. Who doesn't love a witch that smiles while she kills you?
俺はその本を読めて、そのティフォンの記憶、人生、ルーツか。とにかくそんなところを追体験した。
So that's how the Witch of Pride came to being. By literally just watching and observing. What made her so special? What made her inherit those abilities?
気持ちのいいもんじゃなかったけどな。人の記憶を 体験。それってなんだかますます母者の試練みたい。
True.
あれの場合、自分の記憶と真っ向勝負だったけどね。まあ楽勝だったけど。
そうね、楽勝だったけど、二人の強がりはともか
Easy,
く
easy.
他人の記憶。
Your tough act aside. Betty, no, like, just like, yeah, whatever, shut the fuck up. Clearly, you guys struggled. Anyway, back to the book.
僕を追体験する方。言い換えれば過去をたぐる手段でもあるかしら。
So, let's find Gluttony's book.
だとすると、知りたいことを知れる図書館っていうのは。ユリウス
Wait, did
ユリウ
Julius...
ス、しっかりせ
Did he experience
これ
someone's
聞こ
memory?
えるやろ。
Maybe you have to know the name. That might be it. It's the first name he recognized, so he picked it up and read it. Maybe you can only read books on people you know. So whoever put this library together, these are all names. These are the memories of everybody that, like, they met. Like, if I met you right now, I'd be able to put you in this library. But the only way you'd be able to read it is if you knew the other names. So maybe Julius just saw a name that he recognized, picked it up, and got sucked into it. Maybe you have to know the names.
アナスタシオ様。
そう、それで、ゆっくり深呼吸して。大丈夫やんな。
読めない本で知恵熱か。器用な真似するぜってあったじゃん。
意地悪言わないの。ユリウス、本当に大丈夫？
はい。ご心配をおかけして申し訳ありません。とはいえ、心臓に悪い体験ではありました。ってことは、お前も見えたのか？ああ。
バルロイ・テメグリフ？確か、ボラキア帝国の将軍にそんな名前の人おらんかった？
正しくは元将軍です。類まれなる実力の持ち主で、高潔な武人でした。一騎打ちの結果、こうして私が命を拾いましたが、それも紙一重でした。
やっぱりそうなのよ。
Betty's about to say what I
つ
just
まり
said.
ここにある本は見知った相
There
手。
you go.
それも死者の過去を追体験する本。
The soundtrack for ReZero is just so good, isn't it? They put so much effort into it. Even now, like, the soundtrack sounds like a proper mystical Indiana Jones
かし
theme.
ら。
それが妥当っぽいな。
ということは、この書庫にある本、過去から今に至るまでの世界中の死者の名前があるんとちゃう？そうやとしたら、目的の誰かの本を探そうなったら、どれだけかか
Are
る
we
んや
sure
ろ
they're
ね。
all dead, though? Tifon's kind of
こ
dead,
の書庫
I
を
guess.
作ったやつ、性格最悪だな。
Yes, big jerk.
それにしても、気が遠くなりそうなお話よね。
Are they all collecting books they are
謎解きか
familiar
らこ
with
っ
them?
ち、参戦意欲の低かったお前も興味湧いたか？
どうかしらね。
Would it not make much more sense to go find Gluttony's book? That's the main reason they're here. That'd be the one I'd look for straight away. Like, surely.
ただ、死んじゃった人を知ってれば知ってるほど読める本があるってことなんでしょ？だったら私は結構あるかもね。
死者の書。
I don't know if that's a good thing. Sounds like a bad thing.
お兄さんたら悪い男の人よね。
なんかお前に言われると、ラムとかアナスタシアさんに言われるより
Yeah, that's because she's a little bit evil too.
変なタイミングだけど、少しお前のこと聞いていいか？
お兄さん気が多すぎだと思うわ。
違うから、そういうのじゃないから。
ちょうだいよ。
Uh-huh.
別に聞きたいことがあるんなら聞いたらいいんじゃない？
ならお言葉に甘えて。お前いつから殺し屋なんてやってたんだ？
私がお仕事を始めたのは今から5、6年前よ。でも私の場合はお仕事っていうより拾ってくれたママの言いつけに従ってたって感じなのよね。
ちょっと待て、それってつまり。
はあ、私捨て子なのよ。物心つく前に森に放り捨てられて魔獣ちゃんたちに育ててもらったのよね。
Well, that's curious. So she doesn't know who her parents were. She was completely abandoned. I'm sure there's no interesting story behind her parents because in literature or movies or TV show or anything, whenever the parents are mysterious, that usually means nothing. Right?
魔獣が赤ん坊の子育てなんてするのか？
That's also
普通
interesting.
の子は無理よ。でも、私は生まれつき魔獣ちゃんと仲良くできる力があったから、それで助かったみたいね。そもそも、捨てられちゃった原因もこのカゴのせいだと思うから、いいのか悪いのかよくわからないわよね。
How old she is then?
なあ、メイリー。もしもの話なんだが。
何？
この中にお前の親の本があったら、読んでみたいか？
私の親？それってママじゃなくて本物のってこと？
I wonder if Subaru's asking this because he wants reassurance to read a book of someone in his life.
全然興味ないけど。
そうな。
誤解しないでね、お兄さん。私、親に捨てられたことを恨んだりなんてしてないのよ。なんていうか、そういう対象じゃないのよね。ちなみに、もし私が読んでみたいって言ったら、どうする気だったの？
そりゃ探しただろう。今すぐは無理かもしれないけど、いろいろ調べて、親の名前が分かったら、時間作って。
お兄さんって本当におバカさんよね。
なんでだよ。
ねえ、思ったんだけど、
あ？
この本ってどんな感じで増えてくのかしら。例えば、今ここでお兄さんがいきなり死んじゃったら、お兄さんの本が急にストンって出てくるの？それは興味あるわ。
Alright, her saying that is curious. How do the books grow in number? Also, it sounded like Subaru was actually just trying to be sweet to her to help her a little bit. No nefarious stuff. He just wanted to see if there was any way he could help her, you know, about her parents and that sort of thing. Like he said, he'd look for it if she said. But now I have a very interesting question. Subaru has died. A lot. Imagine if there's an entire fucking section just dedicated to him. That could be interesting.
悪いけどそれはお前のために試してやれねえわ。
なんだか楽しそうね。何か見つかったの？
残念ながら、エミリアたんたちは？
ごめんなさい。
Well, what are those books
ざ
on
っ
the
と
tables
見て回
then?
ったが、本の並びにも法則性は見出せなかった。名前や年代別に並んでいるわけではないらしい。
つまり、よくわからんってことがわかったってことやね。
There must be some kind of organization, though. There has to be. Because the books would arrive at different times. There must be.
結局、この書庫は今の俺たちの手には余る感じだな。
頑張って知ってる名前が見つかっても、その人が私たちの知りたいことを知ってるかっていうと、すごく難しいもんね。そうなると、次の試験、2層への挑戦を優先する方が良さそうなのよ。
賛成です。
それにしても、上の階に上がる階段ってどこにあるのかしら。
Maybe this is the
どこにも
next
見当たら
trial.
ないよな。
性格悪い相手やし、階段探しも試験のうちかもしれんね。性格？
シャウラー、ちょっと来い。
おっさま、今すぐ行くさー。おっさま、次何してほしいんすか？
そんなんで。
She's absolutely amazing. She's absolutely amazing. I love her. She is honestly the best ally Subaru could ever ask for. Like, he's untouchable now at this point. Unless our fucking Reinhardt decides to go against him, I think Subaru's good. Also, there are ladders and stuff around the library. Could we not use those to go up further? I know they're supposed to be for getting books off of shelves, but they do go up to the second floors. Also, the fact that everyone keeps saying jerk is just fanning the flames of the theory. Maybe this guy is a certain dude, you know?
キラキラさせてもらえると
Flugel.
罪悪感あるな。お前、2層に行く階段の場所ってどこにあるか？
知らないっす。4層から上に行ったことないっす。400年も？それってすごくびっくりね。シャウラさん、ちょっとシャウラさんはあれやろ？この大図書館、プレイヤデスの番人って立場なんやんな。ぐさっす。なるほど。したらうちの予想やと、4つ。5つかな。シャウラさんが言いつけられてる塔を守るための内緒の決まり事。5つと違う？決まり事？
それも内緒のって。
Now, in the extra content, that we reacted to from last week, they went into this a tiny bit. Not spoilers, but into a little bit. That when Subaru pressed her about an extra flaw, she got angry and very dismissive. And it was the first time she showed anger. So Anastasia's saying that there's secret rules. I'm guessing that the master has some rules. You're not allowed to share certain information. Whoever comes in here must figure it out on their own. Proper Raiders of the Lost Ark style.
そもそもアジア隠し事してたんじゃなく、聞かれないから言わなかっただけっす。そこのところは書面に残してもらいたいっす。いいから全部話せ。例えばの話っすけど、お日様がアーシに内緒で塔を出ていこうとかしたら、アーシはもう容赦なくぶっ殺すっす。すげえいきなりだな。やりたくてやるわけじゃないっす。例えの話っす。そもそもこれはアーシにとって逆らえない問題なんすよ。めちゃめちゃしんどいっす。
What? And okay, well, just tell her then. Like, it says without telling her, so we just tell her, I'm leaving, and then you've told her, problem solved.
そんなに嫌なら拒否すれば。まさか契約とか言い出さないだろうな。お前もベア子みたいに精霊なんじゃないか。なわけないじゃないっすか。精霊。
Have you noticed that on her necklace she has 5 black things? Balls. Do you reckon... I think I'm over-analyzing here, but I don't know, 5 and 5.
とか、そんなふわふわした連中と一緒にされたらたまったもんじゃないっす。断固拒否。
From this angle, it looked like she had more, but no.
急にみんな目が怖いっす。この場のメンツ8割が精霊と関係あるからな。それならそれで、お前は何なんだよ。精霊でもない。
Why is she looking at her that direction? What's going on here?
なら、そんな必死になって契約を守ろうとする必要ないだろう。何言ってるの、スバル。精霊でも精霊使いじゃなくても、約束は守らなくちゃダメに決まってるじゃない。いや、今のは俺が悪かったけど、言葉のあやで。約束は大事。はい。約束は大事、約束は大事、約束は大事。宮田に怒られた。お前のせいだ、くそ。キリキリ吐き。なんて言いがかりっすか。それでこそお日様っす。話すっち。不祥、アーシが言われてることを簡単ながらお話しさせていただくっす。まず、大都市。
I thought they were secret orders. She folded like an origami swan, bro. These are secret... Okay, I'll tell you. I can't let any challengers to the Great Pleaders Library go back outside.
絶対に外に出さないっす。いきなりどうしようもねえぞ。ただし、ちゃんと大図書館の試験を解き終えて一層まで行けば問題ないっす。横領決戦。
Okay.
ちなみに、この条件に違反した場合、アーシは血も涙もないキルリングマシンに早変わりするっすから、お日様との約束は無効っす。手出しするっす。俺との約束より優先度上ってか、傷つくわ。お日様を傷つけるのに成功するなんて、足を腕を上げたっす。これは進化に違いないっす。皮肉だよ。
Okay, so the reason so was mine. Okay, so the reason she's acting like that is because this was like roughly mentioned as well. She doesn't think that anyone could ever damage Subaru, which I, in my cut content reaction, said is interesting because what if no one can damage Subaru? What if his return to death is that immortality? Because I was saying that to Subaru, if he walks in a room, he's gonna die like 20 times to fight a boss. But if Subaru, from like the boss's perspective, Subaru walks in, teleports, jumps around, magic, like defends all their abilities and chops off the boss's head. And it's like he knows everything. So from people's perspectives in this world, which is why Ram is so trusting of him, Subaru is just the ultimate genius. But from Subaru's perspective, he's become a genius by dying 100 times. Kind of like a video game almost.
試験を終えずに去ることを禁ず。2、試験の決まりに反することを禁ず。3、書庫への不敬を禁ず。4、塔そのものへの破壊行為を禁ず。5、5はないっす。全部で4個の決まり事だけど。
There's definitely a fifth. There's definitely a fifth. Also, how the fuck was she even able to guess? How did Anastasia even guess the number? How did she guess the number? Where did that come from?
試験の決まりに反するのを禁ずってのは気になるな。何か我々の知らない決め事が裏に隠されているという 誰だ。
I agree, I agree.
それで本当に終わりな。それ以外は大丈夫なんやね。誓うっす。今度は嘘じゃねえっす。
I don't believe her.
それに、この決め事が破られない限り、足のから足のもなっす。間違ったっす。足様のもなっす。
いら
Her body belongs to her. So if any of the rules are broken, she actually does turn into a killing machine. Well, that's curious.
ねえ。
突き返されたっす。でも心は常に足様のもなっす。
But what does that matter if she doesn't think anything can harm Subaru? Whether she's a killing machine or not, Subaru should be fine.
でもいらねえ。
Ha!
それにしても試験を終わらせなきゃ外に出られないなんてやっぱり墓所の試練に似てるわよね。
いや、最悪こいつを倒せれば帰っていいんだろ。墓所より緩いよ。
おっさまはそんなことしないっす。誰よりも心が広くて優しかったっす。やばい、嘘ついたら体かゆくなってきたっすよ。
よし、ゲーミー。シャウラの手綱をしっかり握っといてくれ。
任せて。
Okay.
ねえ、私少しだけ思ったんだけど、
Now that was weird.
性格に素直じゃない人が塔を作ったってところでずっと考えてたの。言葉の選び方が可愛らしいなってるけど、そうやね。それでだから階段の場所なんだけど、ひょっとして
やっぱりこの塔を作ったやつの性格くっそ最悪だな。エミリア様、よく気づかれましたね。
3層になかったでしょ。それなら今まで通ったどこかにあるかもって思って。
この階段、実は最初からここにあったなんてことないよな。
So maybe it is like a video game again. Like if you complete a challenge, a secret door opens up in another location. Amelia was able to figure this out probably because she's been hanging around Subaru so much, and it's the sort of thing Subaru would do. How many fucking times have we heard Subaru go, well, that's kind of what I would do. Well, that's kind of what I do. This person who put this was a joke. Person who put this was a joke. Now, I'm not saying necessarily that it was Subaru or whatever, but it's definitely something fucking connected to this dickhead. Like, there's something going on here, man. Big time. I mean, even Shaula looks well confused here. And she would get turned into a mindless freaking thing and go crazy. And like I said, it is like a video game. And that's what I mean when it comes to Subaru. And again, I'll explain it like this. Imagine I walk into a room and the boss is there. And I fight the boss and I die. And I go again, I fight the boss and I die. And I fight him third time and I win. Well, from that boss's perspective, I've only ever fought it once and I won. But from my perspective, I fought it 3 times, learned the moves, and defeated it on the 3rd try. That's how everyone must look to Subaru. How the boss looks at the person, the player.
これも認識阻害で隠されてたのかもしれないかしら。
But they can't damage the tower.
よし、
And they have to
じゃあ
follow the
サバッ
rules.
と挑んでズバッと攻略してやるぜ。行くぞベアゴー。
すぐに待って。
I got a bad feeling. I got a bad feeling. I got a bad feeling. Something's wrong. Why was Betty screaming like that as well? Crazy
白
Betty.
い部屋再びってか。
かしら。またこの部屋。
ここが期待通りの2層なら。
試験が始まるはずなのよ。多分あれがそのきっかけかしら。
Okay. Do we know this sword?
雰囲気からしてさながら選定の剣ってとこか。
So logically speaking, I don't know if if one person completes it, they all complete it. If it's a sword thing, surely Julia should pick this up, right?
行くぜ。
Well,
偏見に至りしぐしゃ。この者の許しを得よ。
the voice kind of...
至りしぐしゃ。
Remember, the voice is supposed to kind of represent your inner voice. Curiously, I wonder how the voice sounds to everyone who isn't Subaru.
許しを得よ。
Who the fuck is this guy?
点検に至りし愚者。かの者の許しを得よ。
Why is Shaula scared of this dude? Do you reckon it's the old sword master? Why did she react that way?
点検に至りし愚者。かの者の許しを得よ。点検に至りし愚者。かの者の許しを。点検愚者の許し。
What the hell's going on? Is he gonna fall over? What the fuck is going on? Why is Shaula reacting that way? Remember earlier she mentioned that about the sword dude, and she freaked out and hid behind the thing, the original sword bro, the one on the coin, right? Do you reckon that's him? That's my immediate theory, because her reaction now is terrified. Her reaction back then was terrified, and I bet you, I fucking bet you. Why is she saying this?
ただものではないとそうお見受けする。なんだおめえ。シカゴどこだ。ふざけてんのかおめえ。
Whose pardon are they supposed to earn?
突然あなたが現れたのだ。警戒もやむを得ないと思ってもらいたい。なんだおめえ。俺の子分と似た喋りしてんじゃねえぞおめえ。おめえ俺の子分かよ。ちげえよな。ちげえんなら紛らわしいまですんじゃねえっつんだよおめえ。
Julius has made everything very simple, bro.
いい女、いい女、エロい女。ジャリ、ジャリ、子分、ザコ。
My guy, boom, assess the situation so quickly. Now that oh man, that's a high IQ, bro. Poor Subaru, by the way.
残念だ
Violation.
が私はあなたの子分ではない。その言い分、ますます子分そっくりじゃねえか。真似すんじゃねえ。
Who the hell is your follower?
じゃあ、始めっか。待って、さっきからお前勝手に話進めすぎだろ。うるせえな、おめえ。さっきから俺が寝言で説明してやっただろうが。人の話がちゃんと聞けや、おめえ。さっきからって。
点検に至りし愚者、かの者の許しを得よ。
そっちのいい女ザコとは違えな。よく見たらやべえな、おめえ。なんだその面。まぶすぎんだろ、おめえ。
He needs to be careful, man. Tread lightly. Although then again, this guy looks kind of scary badass. And considering Shaula, Shona, whatever, she's like the toughest out of all of them, presumably so at this moment in time, and she's passed out on the floor. Not good. Is that literally just like anime convenience? Take the strongest one and put them to the side so these guys are fucked?
そういうことでいいんだな。知らねえ。他人のつけた肩書きなんざ興味ねえや。俺とまともに話したけりゃ、こっから俺を一歩でも動かしてみろよ、おめえ。ルグニカ王国、この駅士団所属、ユイウス・ユークリウス。名乗る名なんざねえよ。俺はただの棒振りだ。
A stick swinger? Well, maybe that should be my title for my reaction. Ah, the stick swinger. It's funny, I swing around a stick every now and then. That's how I got married. Anyway. That guy clearly, right? Why? Like, so hold on, let me get this straight. The only one who reacted in a terrified way was Shaula, or whatever the fuck her name is. She got freaked out and immediately passed out. Now, the only other time we've seen her react that way, considering how OP and strong she is, and she jumped on the back of Master and seemed to recognize him immediately, was when she was talking about the coin and talking about this guy being a jerk. And so far, he does seem like a bit of an asshole. My presumption is somehow this is the OG Sword Saint. This is the guy. That's my prediction here. I could be completely wrong, but that's my guess. Because if we're presuming now, this entire tower was set up and done by a certain crazy was here tree wielding, well, tree, graffitiing nutcase, then that would presumably mean that we're going back like 400 odd years, right? So if that's the damn case, I've forgotten the fucking name. Then his friends, we'll just call him 400-year-old Subaru. All right, so 400-year-old Subaru. That guy, like, if he was around this time, that would have been the OG Sword Saint. Plus, he's also on the damn money or whatever. So it would presumably be, like, around that sort of time when the other coins would be. That is when the tower was built. That is when Shaula was put here. All this information was also put here. So is it possible that that would also mean anyone around that time could be in here or, like, a representation of them? So maybe that's what's going on here. Now, he seems confused. Said he had a hangover. Does he live in this world? Have they been teleported to some other world? Because if he's saying he's got a hangover, that would presume that he is, coherent enough to be walking around in this world. So either they've been teleported or transported to some kind of a realm or region or other world, or, or he's just been woken up. And either way, it's curious. Either way, it's fucking curious. It's well curious. Flugel, that was it, right? So yeah, tower was built 400 years ago. Flugel was the one that built it, and then we've got this guy here. Flugel's on coins, but like, I don't know, this another one of the saints. Could this guy be one of the saints? But if so, what about like the passing of like the ability? He wouldn't have it anymore, but he might not even be real, and he might not even be who I'm saying he is. A lot of interesting things going on here. And I also didn't think that they were going to actually be... So my prediction when they were running up the stairs is I thought that Shaula was going to kill them all. I thought she was going to lose her mind and kill them all because they didn't complete the previous challenge. So I guess they can start... Well, no, because they completed the test, but they went in the room. And I guess there was no test in that room. So I'm guessing they just need to complete these tests. And they don't need to break any rules. They need to make sure they don't. Okay, so they're allowed to walk out of the rooms once they unlock them. That seems fair. Maybe once they have a bit more information, they can go back into the room. I definitely think that they should have looked for Gluttony. I mean, if they all split up, you think they'd be able to find it eventually, right? You could just go boom. But they know the OG name? Maybe they don't. But they'd be able to read it. I don't know. Anyway, interesting episode. It feels like it's setting up something a little bit wild for next week, and I'm looking forward to seeing it and finding out who our stick swinger is. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my reaction. Let me know your theories. Don't spoil anything. Comment section down below. And if you enjoyed the reaction, please like, please subscribe. Have an awesome freaking week. That's it from me, my friends. Thank you so much to the ReZero community for treating me so kindly. I love you guys. And as always, you will see me in the next video.